Monimichelle, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Matthew, man, for having me on your program. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, a kickoff to the 2026-27 Nigeria Premier Football League season. One question on the lips of several football fans is our playing environment. The respective clubs, their playing surfaces, the stadia across the country. What is your assessment of our stadia as of today as we build up to kickoff of the new NPFL season?
Well, Matthew, I've always tried to advise the football family. Our major problem with our league is not having consistent, standardized playing surfaces. Today you play on a beautiful hybrid synthetic pitch. Tomorrow you go and play on 100% rubber field. Next tomorrow you go and play on an extremely unrelated natural grass pitch. Is not helping our football. I want to give thanks to the LFC guys. They're doing a great job. It's not easy. But we as stakeholders of the sector must always understand that we must always come together and give professional advice that we think can move our league forward. And I've always tried to advise, without pointing fingers, making our people understand that, without a consistent playing surface, it will be very difficult to get sponsors. I'm even surprised that Ebi Egbe board is putting everything in and actually getting sponsors. Because when sponsors want to come, they want to see that we're playing our pitches, our league games on consistent pitches. We just saw the World Cup now in America where they played in an extreme weather to an extreme cold weather to an extreme warm weather. And what FIFA concentrated on was consistency of the ball movement. And that's exactly what we need to replicate in our league. If we can get that right, we have abundance of talent here. We have great guys who understand how to run the league. But without a consistent playing surface, it will always be a problem for us.
Yes, most importantly for Nigerians are not the issues. The issues are known to all and sundry, but the solutions. What will you recommend to ensure that we begin to have playing surfaces that can easily be approved by CAF and FIFA?
Well, first of all, Matthew, we have to try as much as possible to give tax incentive to companies that construct sporting infrastructure in Nigeria. The taxation system, especially at the duties that we pay for materials, are quite high. So when we give a bill to some clients, a lot of clients cannot pay today in Nigeria. That's why you see a lot of substandard pitches scattered all over the country, because it's very expensive to construct a pitch. When you put together how much you pay for duty, how many containers you're bringing in, we as Monimichelle, we've gone one step ahead of everybody by making sure some of our products are manufactured in Nigeria. So limit the amount of products we import into Nigeria to construct our FIFA certified pitches. Taxation is very important. The government should really look into how they can give tax intensive to companies like Monimichelle, that are bent on constructing standardized FIFA-approved pitches in Nigeria. It's not very easy. Pitches are quite expensive to construct. The honest truth is, for you to do a good FIFA field now, if you don't have 800 to 1 billion naira, forget about it. You just cannot get it right. From substructural construction to the finished product. So it's not cheap to do these things. Tax incentive is what I'll plead with the government to look at. So I'm quite excited because today we have a couple of pitches coming up that are going to be certified by FIFA. I'll tell you this again, the Obodo project we're doing in Escravos, by the time we finish that project, by the special grace of God, that pitch is going to be certified, because you can't construct a FIFA field without FIFA field certification. It's not possible. It's only in Nigeria that we see those kind of things happen. The truth is, we have a couple of pitches coming up now. We have the Yakubu Gowon Stadium. There's going to have a FIFA quality pro hybrid synthetic pitch. There's a sustainable pitch that suits our style of play, that suits our weather conditions here in Africa. We have the Sadana Stadium installation that's currently going on. That's also an hybrid synthetic pitch with a PU grass. We have the Abaraku Stadium, that's going to be coming up. We have the Remo Star Stadium we just done recently that has been certified by FIFA, signed by Infantino. We need to start doing FIFA standard pitches in Nigeria. Another problem we have is administrators trying to be contractors. What you don't know, you don't know. I can't tell you, Monimichelle cannot come and tell you as an administrator. I'm shocked when I see people like the Philip Shaibu, going to a pitch construction site and telling Nigerians that this pitch is a fantastic pitch. He's not a groundsman. He's not certified to do what he's doing. He's misleading Nigerians. He's not a professional when it comes to constructing pitches. Philip Shaibu looks at every pitch every grade as a football pitch. No, every grade is not meant for football. Administrators should be administrators. Bring in professionals to handle the most important part of football is the pitch. We need to start working with professionals.
Lastly, before I let you go, let's talk football politics. As a stakeholder in Nigerian football, is all about the build-up to the NPFL elections in September. There have been calls that the FG should step in, that the election should not be allowed to go on as planned until the status of the NFF is truly reformed for individuals with the know-how to come also have a level playing field. What's your take on the current issues around Nigerian football, and what should be the position of the FG, the NSC, as we build up to the elections?
Well, Matthew, I'm totally against that election, because you can't have just a group of persons, less than 40 people, electing the president of Nigeria Football Federation. It is totally wrong. They must expand the electoral college. Stakeholders like myself should be able to vote. Want to vote. Stakeholders like myself should be able to come up and say, yes, I want to contest for NFL presidency. The honest truth is, if we don't expand the electoral college, we will always get the wrong people running our football. There's no opportunity for professionals to come in. Professionals are taking backstage right now because the system will not allow them. It's like a spider web. The system will not allow any professional to come in. I'm a professional. I can eat my children and tell you I'm a professional. I'm a groundsman, certified groundsman. I construct hybrid pitches. I play a pivotal part of football today in Nigeria for what I do. But I'll tell you, if we don't expand the electoral college, it is impossible to get the right people to run our football. So I'm totally against that election.
Thank you very much for your time, Ebi Egbe, CEO, Monimichelle Sports Facility Construction Limited. A pleasure to have you join us on the show. We can only say all the best to you as well as Nigerian football.
Thank you very much, Matthew, for having me on your program. Thank you.